Okay, we're just gonna make this video look like a horror movie because I'm gonna pretend that lighting is a figment of my imagination. I thought I'd just talk about simple ways for a little bit because I didn't think it was a perfect episode, but I didn't think it was a bad one either. I really shouldn't do videos this late. You can see my t-shirt. I solemnly swear I am up to no good. Anyway, it starts off with Rarity being handed the reins, horse pun, so to speak, of this Ponyville festival thing, and I guess I would have liked to know more about how that was chosen. What were the criteria? Did everyone submit drafting plans about, well, this is what I would do if I had, if I was in charge of this? Or was it just like, I nominate myself? And then everyone's like, well, Rarity plans fun things, right? We're bored of Pinkie Pie. That would actually be really funny, as if they didn't choose Pinkie Pie because they were sick of her parties, which was kind of implied in the cheese sandwich episode that I don't remember the name of. So I guess I would have liked to see more why they went with Rarity rather than it just being this random, oh guess what, we picked Rarity. And I think it could have been interesting to see Pinkie Pie a little sad about that, because it was kind of weird how she did that weird balloon thing, and then we don't see anything till later. We don't see any kind of like her deflating and being like, oh, well, congratulations, Rarity. Anyway, after that, you get to know Rarity's plans, and there's not really much to say there till she mentions that this one Trenderhoof is coming, and I don't really know how he fits into anything. Did the festival just happen to be at the same time he was gonna visit Ponyville? Did he come to Ponyville to visit the farm and happen to meet, gorgeous beauty Applejack? It is kind of the same thing. My biggest problem with the episode, though, has to go with just something that me and my sister don't like, and that's when characters try to be someone they're not. It's kind of the same episode trope in games ponies play, where there's a mix-up, things aren't as they... I don't know, we just don't like those tropes. I don't like those tropes. I don't like it when characters pretend to be someone they're not. In a bad way. Because there's two different ways to do it. There's Applejack's way. Applejack's way was hilarious. She was doing it to make a point. She's doing it as a gag, but Rarity's was legitimate. She was legitimately trying to change who she was. Maybe this is something I don't like because it's hard for me to relate to. If I'm uncomfortable around someone or being someone, I don't hang around those people. This is something I learned when I went back to public school in 8th grade. So I was homeschooled in 6th and 7th. In 8th, I went back to a small public charter school. For the first couple weeks, I tried to hang out with the popular kids. After a few days or so, I just decided it was too much work and hung out with people that weren't work, because to me, being someone you're not is not worth it. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's how I feel towards episodes like that. Why would you do that? It's painful for me to hang around people I'm awkward with, or that I have to put on a facade for. So I just don't like that. That was my problem with the episode, and I've given up on my hair. Other aspects of the episode: why did they give Rarity 3 days to get everything together? How does that work? See, the things that are bothering me at this late are logistics. That's what my mind goes to. Why did they pick Rarity? How did she plan everything in 3 days? How did her plans go back and forth? I'm sorry, but let's just say that for whatever reason, I'd been in charge of decorations. I would have probably been yelling at Rarity if she changed the decorations on me in the span of 3 days for a big public. I've been like, you know what? No, the decorations are staying the same. You're crazy. But it seems like the general consensus, for whatever reason in Ponyville, is you're crazy, but we're not gonna get in your way. Lesson 0. The same thing with Scootaloo. They eventually just gave up. You know what? If you're gonna be crazy, bye. So it's interesting from a meta-conceptual level. I thought the episode ended in a really fun way. I really liked how they took Applejack and kind of stood Rarity up on the points she was making. I think the interesting thing about this season so far is that a lot of the episodes have focused on teaching ponies outside of the main 6 lessons as well. Rarity learned a lesson and taught it to Trenderhoof. Rainbow Dash learned a lesson, taught it to Spitfire. Rarity learned a lesson and taught it to cute white fur blue-haired pony. I don't remember her name, but I know I loved her because she had the cutest design ever. Not the best episode, not the worst episode, and that's for me. Maybe it's your best episode. Maybe it's your worst episode. Oh my gosh, we can have different opinions. I believe in you. I believe that we can have different opinions, and that's okay. I promise you'll